Fuchs in the house. How's everybody doing on a Friday evening? Um, Decided to do a video. I was I was like, yeah, what am I doing? I took a break from watching movies. My sister and brother-in-law came up to visit my mom and dad. Dad for Father's Day. So I got to sit outside with my sister, and haven't done that for a while. We talked for a good amount of time, and it was a good time. I haven't talked with her where we sat down and just talked amongst ourselves, kind of in a while. It's always something about parents or something else going on. So it was kind of nice to have just a chit chat and sit outside. It wasn't bad out. To be honest, it seemed like it was getting muggier as the evening was going on. It's like comfortable when we first sat out, and then as it was getting darker, it just seemed to be getting that muggy feeling. So kind of wrapped it up, and bugs were starting to come. Otherwise, nice evening. Kind of shorter the garden, which is taking lettuce is going to be good, and it looks like first time I'm getting a full row of carrots where in years past it would be carrots in like patches. So it's going to be interesting seeing that the carrots are kind of getting a full row uh, going. Garlic's going like crazy, so curious on how that's going to look in a month from now. Um, Cucumbers, not so much. They're going to be on top of each other, so I don't know how I must have planted some seed next to each other when I was covering up and must have moved or something. Um, Spinach, they're only going to have a little spinach. It isn't going to be. I think there's five five plants that are possibly going to grow. Onions, they're going to be doing good on, and cherry tomatoes. It looks like the cherry tomato plants are taking off pretty good. They have two regular tomato plants, which I haven't had luck with. I don't know if they're going to take off or not. The cherry tomatoes look much healthier, so see what happens with that. Flower wise, a little on and off. Gladiolas, some started popping up, so I'm starting to feel a little better about that. I was a little concerned on some areas, but they did come up this week. Wish a few more would come up, but see what happens, and in the next couple weeks to see where those go. And then they do have a couple lilies that are coming up, and just hope to. I didn't put anything around them, so possibly rabbits could get them in the next day or so if I don't do something about that. Weather-wise, again a little warm today. Um, kind of was hoping for rain, so I didn't have to water. Um, Got some flowers that it's kind of funny as you water them, and they're like on that verge of wilting. And if you wait a little longer, but you water them, and about an hour later they perk up, and it's kind of funny just seeing that occur. I almost should do a video of that. But otherwise, that's the outdoors, and again, yeah, go with some movie talk tonight. Going to be a little all over the place. Um, Going to start off with Piracy Radio, and it was kind of funny. Is so I think a lot of people know of Pump Up the Volume. Christian Slater is in this movie, and basically pirate, fighting the system, uh, pirate radio. But you know what? I forgot to get the year of these movies for my DVDs, so my fault on that. Um, is I came across another pirate radio type movie called Radio Rebel, 2012, and this kind of goes a little more family, where Pump Up the Volume is a little more adult driven, where Radio Rebel is more teenage driven. Debby Ryan and Sarena Parmar are in that movie, 2012. And so if you're looking to watch both, I mean, it's kind of funny as Pump Up the Volume has a little more darker side for high school, whereas Radio Rebel takes it down a notch. So if you're a parent, this is one of those that Radio Rebel more family oriented, where Pump Up the Volume is a little more, I guess I would say, college edge to watch. And that's just, everybody's different on it, but the subject matter definitely is different between the two movies. So something different, and I enjoyed it. Next movie, dating myself a little bit, Hudson Hawk, 1991. Bruce Willis and Andie MacDowell are in this movie. Some other people are in it. James Coburn. It's kind of has some actors that if you saw them, it adds to the movie. Basically, you have a cat burglar that has to do some thieving, and the ways that they do the crimes is to time themselves. They'll sing songs. Swinging on a Star is one of them, and so they time the song, and that's what they use to commit the crime for how much time they have. So it's a good action comedy if you're looking for something like that. So again, recommend. Next one, I should stick with comedy. I am going to stick comedy. Next one, this is one of movies that I think should get a little more talk. It doesn't. Critical Condition, 1987. Richard Pryor and Rachel Ticotin are in this. And basically, Richard Pryor plays a con man who is going to go to prison but has to get evaluated for if he's insane. And see, he ends up at a hospital that's kind of on an island, and they lose power. And he's able to work himself into becoming a doctor. And so he's a con man as a doctor. And it's a movie that if you're looking for some laughs, it'll do it for you. I think it's a movie that's underrated. I think just by seeing, I think it got a 5.8. Don't quote me on it, but or 5.4 maybe. Sorry about that. But it's a movie that, again, if you're looking for something to make you laugh a little bit, definitely does it. Same with Hudson Hawk. It has a couple moments that just on the topic or something will give you something to smile about, I guess. Something that I think some people need. But definitely movie Critical Condition, worth watching, and a good comedy. And then my last one is, this one's a dark one, I guess. I do have one other after that. But No Escape. Owen Wilson and Pierce Bronson are in this. And basically, Owen Wilson ends up taking his family to a country that ends up having a coup taking place. And they're right in the middle of it. And they have to do whatever they have to do to survive. Even though it's got kids in it for the family, this is a darker movie. It's rated R. And I definitely would not I almost want to say age 15. I mean, I know kids have grown up and stuff, but it does have some dark scenes in it, and subject is a little rough for being, having a family with a couple kids in it. There are some scenes that are a little more, so don't think it's, hey, family, we're going to sit down and watch a family escape or something kind of thing. Not so much. And then my last movie is a suspense thriller, Narrow Margin, with Gene Hackman and Anna Archer. Basically, Ann Archer ends up seeing a murder that nobody knows that she's seen, or they find out that she has seen, and she doesn't want to go to court. She wants to be kind of off the grid kind of thing, and Gene Hackman brings her in to testify, and more or less you have a game of cat and mouse. Out of all the movies, I would say Radio Rebel would be, but that's kind of more on a family oriented. So all of the movies are worth watching. Yeah, I guess Radio Rebel, for being in the topic of movies, would be more family oriented out of all of them. And then, but worth watching. So that is it for movie talk. Hope everybody is. I don't know, the coronavirus thing is just off the wall. I don't know what to say. Come and go, up and down, sideways, left, right, circles. I don't know. It's a topic that's just, I feel like I could throw out my 2 cents and should be getting paid like 6 figures or something like that. I just kind of wish somebody would. I don't know. I just feel like there's something that's not being told to us, or if we don't have people to figure out what this is. They're rushing to get a vaccine. I know it's needed, but the rushing piece for something that they don't know about. Yeah, I don't know. Something that's just back of my mind of what the hell's going on here. And I hope everybody stays safe. I went to pick up some pizza tonight, and I was just waiting for the pizza in their little, and I just went to get the hell out of there. It was a zoo. I kind of wish, I don't know, they were even, to be honest, they were even overloaded. And to me, it almost was like somebody should have said, hey, we need to slow down here, and this is getting too crazy in here. I just felt that way. I know people want to get out and about, but be safe. I couldn't wait to get my pizza and get the hell out of there. It was like, what the hell is going on in here? So, I mean, if I was around with somebody with COVID-19, definitely there's a chance I got it. I mean, the social distancing, I totally understand it. They had the plexiglass or whatever you wanted, the dividers up in the restaurant, but it was packed still. I don't care. I mean, unless you're going to put them in square boxes, you're not, it's going to be the type of restaurant. To me, it was too crowded, and even if they would have had maybe like 8 people less in there, I guess you could have spaced that out, but it was too crowded. And I just feel like, I know the economy has to go, and I know these businesses need their money, but something has to, it's like, this isn't solved yet, people. And by doing this stuff, wow. So this is my serious talk, I guess, for right now. And that's about it for that. I want to say thanks to my viewers. If anybody's still watching this video at this point, hey, I'd love to see a chat that somebody watched the entire video or got to this point. Again, thanks for my subscribers. Appreciate it. I know my videos are somewhat dry sometimes, but I'm trying not to get too political. I just feel it's like, well, you need to have your voice heard. It's like, have you seen how many voices are being heard out there on both sides of the aisle? I think some people just, I don't even want to watch the news right now because it's just, I feel like I could do, it's like, hey, and just start making up my own news story or something just for the hell of it. I got to show you that picture in the back. It's wolves, and they're kind of hidden in the I could do that right now, maybe. Yeah, the lighting, I'd have to figure out how to do that. But there's wolves in the picture, and they're hidden in the forest. And it's a pretty neat picture. And you know what? Let's give it a shot. What the hell? Don't have nothing much going on, so let's see how this works. I think I'm going to try some lighting, see if this helps. Okay, give me a moment, changing things up. See if that does, how does that look? We're going to change how the picture's going to look. Yeah, it does. Okay, we're going to see how this works. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to lose my damn cord. So, yeah, I knew I was going to lose my mouse. It's hanging here. Yeah, let's see, maybe that. There are wolves in this picture besides the main one. And, like, right here, there's a wolf. And right over here, there's another one. But there's some throughout the picture. I kind of don't want to give it away. But it's a neat picture to look at. And it's called Watched by Mark Daehlin. But it is a nice picture I like. It's very enjoyable, entertaining kind of. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting picture. So do something a little different there with my video. And pick up my mouse here if I can. So that's it. Do something a little different with my videos. I guess that was art talk for the evening. So, everybody have a good one. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.